Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Metroid Crime, and I'm here in studio, the first in studio run at the event. So exciting. I'm here with Sky. Hi, Sky. And Lazlo.
Hi. I'm so excited to see some shapes and colors and vibe with y'all.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get started right away. We're going to go through these 4 areas. Not the 5th area, that doesn't count as any percent. But I'm going to get started here, and time will start as soon as I get control of the characters. So that is in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so while we get into this, Sky, would you like to help me explain what this game is?
I would love to help you explain what this game is.
All right, so Rez is an on-rails rhythm shooter developed for the PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast and released in Japan in 2001 and North America in 2002.
Thank you.
All right, and then one more thing about the way this game works. So we kind of start with like a baseline for the music track. As we continue on through the game, we're going to go through 10 layers, and then we're going to beat a boss. We're just going to rinse and repeat for 4 areas. As we go deeper into these layers, which is known as the infiltration phase, we're just going to add more musical elements to it. Sky, do you want to explain a little bit more about what's going on?
Yeah, so in Rez, you take on the role of a hacker trying to gain access to an artificial intelligence called Eden that has been kind of dormant for a while.
Having an existential crisis. Yeah.
So relatable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so as you are kind of diving through this, you can see what Crime just destroyed that's called a password protector, and this cube is called a network opening. So you're diving through these layers of security to try to get to that artificial intelligence and remaking them.
Real quick, I want to jump in and let you know that we have met the lost area.
Yes.
We're going to get
that's
to see that bonus part of the run. Thank you so much, everyone, for donating.
Thank you. You will not regret seeing this baby.
Yeah, y'all are in for a real treat with that one.
All right. I guess a couple more things about the elements as we're going through these infiltration layers. So we actually just evolved. That's going to be in the bottom lower left corner. As we go through the level, we're going to find these like health packs. We pick them up. We have to acquire 8 of them, and then we evolve into our next form. And then also on our bottom right, we have the overdrive. So those are our overdrive slots. They're going to show up as these little red... Everything's a thing in this game. Everything's just a thing and a shape. There's a red thing, and when Crime shoots it, it gives us another overdrive. It's going to allow us to do a lot of damage very quickly.
Yeah, so the overdrive you kind of save for bosses to get, a lot of damage in on the boss really fast. The blue pickups, like Lazlo mentioned, are that health in the bottom, and those change your form. So right now we are the form that we love to call Wireframe Willy.
Wireframe Willy.
Custom names. We made these up.
Yeah. Lovingly referred to as Wireframe Willy.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I wanted to talk about as we're heading into Earth very soon. Basically, this game, who was developed by Tetsuya Mizuguchi, they also worked on Space Channel 5. A lot of the team that worked on this game also worked on Panzer Dragoon, if you can see the reference or the inspiration there. Basically, this is a game that is really supposed to be accessible to anybody, so it's not necessarily about musical ability or rhythmic talent or anything like that. So this game isn't really a game that punishes your ability to stick to a rhythm. It kind of just all evolves into the final track itself, regardless of whether you're on the beat or not. It kind of adjusts for you in a way. If Crime does take any damage, she will evolve back into the previous form, and then we will have to acquire those 8 health pickups to go back into the next form. But yeah, basically we're really just vibing. Please enjoy the music.
Seriously enjoy the music.
Yeah,
super.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to mention something about how these shots work. So basically, Crime will hold down a button to trigger the shot lock on, and that's the number that you can see counting up is how many targets have been locked onto. And then all the shots get released when you release the button, but those shots get released to the rhythm. So you don't have to release on a beat or anything, but the shots themselves will shoot with the rhythm of the game. So it can create some interesting timing in terms of actually, playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if I'm like referring to this correctly, because I know you were talking about this on stream, essentially like if you don't meet the cycle for like a certain beat, then it'll actually kind of get held off until the next cycle. So that's something that we kind of keep in mind when it comes to taking down these targets.
Yeah, and especially when there's, a missile coming at you, that can be a real problem.
Right.
Yeah, that's always
right.
awful when it comes at you, like right as you're about to transition to the next layer.
All right, and we are getting to the very end of this final layer, and now we are about to meet our very first boss, Earth. Before we start on that, there are actually 3 different versions of this boss that we can encounter depending on how many targets you take down. So if you basically get less than 90%, that's going to be Giga, right?
Less than 90% is Mega.
90 to 98% is going to be Giga, which is what we want to go for, and then anything above 98% will be Terra. Here's Earth. If you've never seen Earth before, this is what it looks like.
Gold disco ball, you know?
Cool. Well, I was thinking Cheeto Puff, but I think I'm just really hungry.
Anyway, so the reason that you go for Giga is because, it's based on shot percentage. So obviously the fewer things you hit, the more likely you are going to get hit, the more, issues that can create for you. But that final Terra evolution is a really hard boss to face most of the time.
Yeah,
so
definitely. It slows you down if you have to fight a more difficult boss.
Yeah, and I can't believe we haven't mentioned this yet, but this form that we're currently in, we love to call Silver Angela.
Yeah!
Silver Angela! I'm your biggest fan. There she is. She's beautiful, she's shiny. As you can see, Crime was definitely inspired by her visage.
Yes.
How she's dressed today. Oh my gosh. I was so focused on the Cheeto Puff, I didn't notice Angela showed up. All right, and honestly, it is a bit of a rinse and repeat for this Earth fight. We're just taking out these, the outer shell, and then exposing the core, going for the core, and then just avoiding any missiles that get shot out along the way.
Yeah, you can see the boss health bar at the top. That is just hits on the core, so hitting the shield doesn't really, do much for you there.
I love Angela's shot fire sound, the little
Yeah, it's really good. And I love the animation it has, with its tracing these right angles into the enemy.
Yeah.
Each of the different evolution forms have different sound effects and animations for them. They're really awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely want to let you experience the music just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Earth has tentacles in it, if you didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, represents
everybody
sea
knew
life.
that.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, All right, we are almost done with destroying Earth.
Oh, no.
Not usually the goal of games like this.
That surely is a sentence out of context. All right.
Almost.
Almost.
Here we go. Let's go.
There we go.
There we go. Yay, Earth is destroyed. Oh, I am so excited. Please look at how Angela runs in just a moment.
Yes.
Please. Okay. And
zoom in.
Oh, she's so fast. She's so fast.
So speedy.
All right, a little bit of exposition into our next level, and then we can take it away for some donations. So this is going to be Area 2. I don't know if you noticed because we didn't mention it. Area 1 definitely has some visual influence inspired by Egypt. We will now, very shortly, be heading into, I promise it's India. You can't see it, but it's very, very influenced by the Taj Mahal and other elements that you'll see in a little bit. Other than that, I think we can pass it off to Char for some donations.
Oh, absolutely. I also want to once again thank everyone for meeting that lost area incentive. $2,000 raised from Malala Fund. It's such a wonderful thing to contribute to everyone in the world. It's women's education worldwide. I'm so happy we're here supporting this. We do have another incentive, though, a 6x speed category upgrade for Rackensley. I think right now it's at 2x speed. So 6x speed is quite the upgrade. That's at $240 out of a needed $1,000. So please make sure to assign your donations to that incentive when you're donating. And we had some pretty massive donations come in. A $250 donation from Anonymous, no comment there. And a $500 donation from Anonymous, also with no comment, but thank you so much. We also have $5 from Mr. Bones, who says, "Let's go, crime. The veil is lifting."
Thank you, Mr. Bones.
also want to shout out, we have 3 different bid wars open for Earthbound right now. Right now, name Ness. Mario is in the lead at $75, but Ratal is second at $45. I don't know how Ratal is second at anything in life at this point. I'm expecting that might change. That's something else you can donate toward. And the field is wide open on Ness's PK ability and Paula's name. So if you want to be the first to contribute an idea to those bid wars, get your donations in now.
Great. Thank you so much, Char. Honestly, what do we think? Do you want to like read a couple more while we're just kind of going through these layers? Let's do like 2 more. Yeah.
I'm always a fan of more donations.
Let's go.
That has me twice. $25 from Great Newtons, who says, Mr. Orange Thackeray Binks can't type, but his meowing at the screen roughly translates into either please touch the orb or where is my dinner, mother?
Thank you so much, Newtons and Binks.
Hi, Banks.
Hi, Banks.
I'm a big fan.
We also have $25 from Lucy2005, who says, so much love for this event. Thank you for supporting this amazing cause. Thank you again, everyone, for donating towards Malala Fund.
Yay, great. Thank you so much. And then quick shout outs also to the next run coming up. Cell and Satan are amazing runners and amazing people, so please support their incentive.
Yeah, please do. I don't know if you can tell, but this game has a lot of visual influence from Tron.
Maybe a little.
Just some. But especially, one thing you might not notice is the title actually is a reference to Tron itself. So in Tron, when you die, you get de-rezzed. So, res is, bringing to life.
Yeah, the opposite.
Yeah, a lot of themes with this game are about like rebirth and evolving, if you haven't picked up on that yet. And like resolution and things like that. So yeah, that definitely was where the name came from. Speaking of musical influences, I did some research, and funny enough, originally the team who, when composing the music and putting everything together, they actually reached out to a lot of different musical artists in Japan and Europe, heavily inspired by European dance music for sure. Some tidbits is that they actually originally reached out to artists including Fatboy Slim, Aphex Twin. Unfortunately, did not work out, but Fatboy Slim tracks were actually what were used as like a baseline track before they composed the music for this game.
I know that. That's cool.
Yeah, very interesting.
Good fact.
Yeah.
Very cool. We already talked about Tetris Effect. I can't even remember.
Well, Fu and Ruby did, but we did not. So if you want to take that away.
Yeah. So the producer of this game actually went on to produce Tetris Effect, and I think you can notice a lot of the way the music kind of influences the way that you're playing the game. It feels very similar to that game.
Yeah, there's a lot of really similar like sound effects too that you can hear throughout the game that are also present in Tetris Effect, which is really cool.
Especially in the lost area that we will come across.
Yeah.
Thanks for your generous donations. Thank you so much. I am so excited to see the baby again.
Yeah.
We have evolved past Silver Angela. Chat, please say bye to Angela. I miss her already. We are now in our next phase, little yoga pose with some little, I've heard it referenced before that this is what chat moderators look like. So shout out to our chat mods. Please put a lot of mod love in the chat. Thank you for doing what you do. That's you. You're there with us right now.
Yeah.
And while we're here also, I'd like to mention this is a good time for a stretch break. I can't do yoga at this couch, but I'm going to do a shrimp check. If you are slouching, please sit up, take some deep breaths, and enjoy the music.
Great. So this level there's a lot going on in this level, but also there are a ton of health pickups here. In fact, we just leveled up to the final level, which is Orb. Wub, wub, wub.
Wub, wub, wub. This was just right up chat's alley, like with all the colors, orbs, the baby.
Get your orb emotes out.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to stress, I feel like it goes without saying, but I just need y'all to understand how difficult this game is. Prime is making it look
so hard.
so easy. I was watching Sky fighting for her life in the lounge on the Steam Deck earlier. It's a really difficult game, especially with the way the camera kind of like leads, like it kind of follows like where you're trying to go, so it kind of takes a moment.
Yeah.
And now we're transitioning into
Mars. Or the Bloomin' Onion.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is officially Mars, also known as the Bloomin' Onion.
Yeah, if you don't know what Bloomin' Onions look like. You're learning a lot about this run today. So bloomin' onions do, in fact, have tentacles that try to shoot missiles out at you. And you have to be really quick to take them down. Yeah.
I don't understand how you're hitting all those missiles. I'm sorry. So yeah, I was playing through this level earlier. I managed to turn myself completely around during this fight and just get shot with missiles constantly. Like, Crime is very talented.
Thank you.
And now inside the bloomin' onion, if you've ever been there are these like security walls that have these targets that we need to hit to open up and go deeper into the bloomin' onion. So that's what we're doing now. That is kind of like the second phase-ish of the boss. Eventually, we're going to uncover the core, and we're just going to lay on that and definitely get some damage in.
I mean, as we're unlocking this boss, I'd love for us to also unlock the 6x category upgrade, or 6x speed category upgrade for Rack and Slay. I've heard that St. Narzel's PB in that game is a 606. It's a 6x upgrade, and we're getting pretty close to 1606 on that clock there. Maybe we could do a $6 donation train at 1606. Maybe tell us your favorite music from this game or any game, since we're kind of in a music block here. I think that'd be pretty cool, chat. Let me know if you're interested in that as well.
Now I'm disappointed there's no Area 6 in this game.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Char. Next phase of this boss, again, the tentacles are back. And now what they're going to do is we're hitting the core, and then we're going to head into the next phase, which I don't know how you do it.
Oh yeah, this one is complicated. It spawns all of these nodes, which get really, really close to you, and they're kind of RNG. They're never in the same spot, so sometimes they'll spawn directly on top of you, and if you're not careful, the mines coming out of the edges of the nodes will just... You'll go down a level, basically. Like right here.
Right
this
in
is
your
very
face.
scary.
Yep. Okay.
It's actually the next one that's even scarier, because this is the one that's a bit further away. Yep, okay.
Ooh.
Scary, but Crime's a gamer.
Yeah,
so.
literally. Oh my
Gaming.
gosh.
Sorry, I'm just mesmerized by.
I know. I'm.
Phew.
Yeah.
Okay, back to bloomin' onion.
Back to bloomin' onion. I really could go for bloomin' onion right now.
You need to stop saying
meal?
food to me. I'm like. I think this. No. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just kind of rinse and repeating for a little bit.
Okay, fire off overdrive here.
Great.
Yeah, so that overdrive, it just auto fires, shoots the enemy a bunch of times. Very useful. And there you go.
Okay. Yeah, if you wait too long there, it starts spawning these really big mines and throws them towards you. So you have to kind of make sure to focus fire on it really rapidly.
Now we've blown up Earth and Mars.
Yay.
What's next?
Woohoo! All right. Not as satisfying as Angela, like sprinting into the next level.
Yeah, true.
We are now in Area 3. This is kind of like stereotypical like hacker colors, but I don't know. I really like all the colors and elements of this game. Definitely Mesopotamia inspired, which we will see very soon. We've got some really exciting shapes for you coming up, so I hope you're ready. While we go through these first couple of layers, I think I'd like to pass it off to Char for a donation or two.
You got it. We have $25 from Dashnir, who says, Res time! I love this game so much, and it's one of the only games I actually learned to speedrun. Go fast and save the network. Also, don't let the runner troll you. And we have $25 from Library Nerd, who says, here's $1 for every time I've purchased / upgraded Res. Also, Child of Eden was cool and all, but when Res 2? And that was a $25 donation. So this Library Nerd upgraded or purchased Res 25 times, which is very impressive. And speaking of multipliers, again, we are trying to get that 6x speed category upgrade, currently at $326 out of the needed 1,000, under 700 to go. I wonder if we can meet that by the time we get out of this area of the game. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Going back to that donation, we can talk about how if you are interested in this game, you don't have to have a PlayStation 2 or a Dreamcast.
Yes.
You can also play this on PC. I don't remember. Is it just PC?
I don't know what platforms.
Probably
Res Infinite
other
I'm on,
platforms.
but-
I don't work for Sega, but Res Infinite is available on Steam. It is absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful the way that they
really
remastered
is.
this game. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I felt like my brain being stimulated by this game when I saw Crime open up Res Infinite as compared to this. But this is also like such a cool looking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also playable in VR, which I have not played yet,
Yeah.
but I'm
it's
really
such
looking
a cool
forward
experience.
to it.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
really, really neat. They also added an entire area called Area X that has slightly different controls, but
Yes.
it's just like a feast for the eyes, honestly.
Super cool.
And ears.
Yeah, highly recommend. We got some shrimpies. At least that's what I think they are. Or because I'm in my Phoenix Wright era, they look a lot like Magatamas, so shout out. But yeah, they just got little shrimpies swimming around. We're going to take those out, heading deeper into each layer. We're already over halfway through, so if we could get those donations going for that Rack and Slay incentive, that would be fantastic.
And we definitely have people coming through on donations. $60 from an Onyx Mouse stepping up to that $6 train saying, X tickets for this $6 train, please. I have to go with Dancing Mad from FF6, fittingly enough, as my favorite video game music. Thank you so much. And we're getting ever closer to our first 10K raise this event for Malala Fund, so that's an exciting number to be moving towards. Keep those donations coming in.
Awesome. All right, and we got some little centipedes. These are all nothing. Well, okay, so there are going to be some like canonical like ways to refer to some of these enemies. 90% of them are not though. So please do not take my commentary or anybody's commentary as any professional opinion. But
Yeah.
those are centipedes.
Their actual
Yeah.
name shows up in the top left.
Yeah, you
but
can see a log of everything that is being hit, basically, in the log on the left-hand side, which is super cool, actually.
Anyway, these
Yeah.
things are really hard to kill. Just playing casually, I could not figure out how to kill. I kept leveling down. It was a bad time. Crime, you're too good at this.
Thank you.
Changes it for you now that you've played it for yourself.
Really does. God. I think mentioned in that previous donation was Child of Eden, which
Yes.
I have not played, but it is a spiritual successor to this game.
Definitely.
Yeah, after having played this, I'm really looking forward to picking it up.
State of art.
Creation.
Creation. Is it creation?
Now it's saying creation. Yeah, I think so. At least I think it is.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
This song is called "Creation of the State of Art," or "State
Wow,
of the Art."
Sky, you're so smart. Thank you so
I'm
much.
pretty sure I got that name wrong just now. So. Yeah, it's creation, the state of art. Even when I'm reading it, I mess it up. Already on layer level 10, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
Zoom
to
in.
Teapots.
Shout out to Teapot. Shout out to Shrimp.
Yeah, so this game, if you are not fast enough taking out enemies, these projectiles can get really overwhelming, and you are
yeah.
about to see it in this boss fight.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. So now Venus is our next target. Well, I was going to say no planet in the solar system safe, but we're only doing 4. So the rest of them are safe. But yeah, this one is spicy.
Yes. I very frequently. We'll see if I devolve here, but fingers crossed we don't. We got Giga, so at least it's not the most difficult
Got
version.
it. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, the first time I played this, I died to Giga, and then I played through the level again, got Terra.
Oh.
I actually managed to win on that one, but only barely. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, there's definitely a sweet spot that you want to hit.
Ooh.
That one was very rude.
That was a cheap shot off
yeah,
that
it really
laser.
was.
Unforgiving.
Yes, there is RNG kind of where they spawn, and you don't have control over where you are flying here. The game will just move you in a direction.
Additionally, there's going to be 2 types of these lasers. So you see the first one here that's just like a straight out shot. There's also going to be a red one that comes up pretty soon, and it's going to be in like 2 lasers in 45-degree angles from like the initial spot. We're peeling away the core, peeling away the pieces to uncover the core so that we can do damage to the boss itself.
I don't think I've heard you refer to Venus as a food. I'm trying to think if it's reminding me of anything. I don't think so. I think this one's just you know.
This one reminds me of like an office building, I guess.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were going to say food.
No, I don't have a food for this one, unfortunately.
I don't know. I was originally inspired by like an egg roll or something.
It's an interesting way to eat an egg roll.
I'm so excited to figure out what we're going to eat after this. That's all I can say.
Honestly.
All right. Well, on the bright side, we've got plenty of overdrives. So
Oh yeah,
hopefully
this will
that'll get us
be fine.
through. And now that we've destroyed all those little shells, pieces of the shell, we have now headed to the next phase of the Venus
This is
fight.
the part that can get just absurdly overwhelming, and
Yes.
Prime handles it really well.
I have a pop quiz for you, Sky.
Oh no.
You see the birds flying around. They're chasing after us. We have to kind of make sure that they don't get too close to us. They will do damage. Now, question for you. What do you think the yellow ones are called?
I don't know. I would have to assume they'd be called something like Y-bird, yellow bird, Y-bird.
So they're G-fish. G-fish, good. The spirit was there. Now, what do you think about purple?
Now I know it's fish, so P-fish?
B-fish. B-fish. And then one more for the road, even though we've said goodbye to the fish for now. Red.
I gotta come up with a random letter. I don't know. Z-fish?
R-fish.
Oh my. Well.
Better luck next time. All right, and now we're doing damage to the core. We use one of those spicy little overdrives.
I don't think this is an overdrive.
Is it not? It's just crime. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Sorry, I did use an overdrive to take
Earlier.
these guys out. Yeah, because
Okay.
it's easier. Because this debris is nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are tough to deal with. I wish I had thought of using an overdrive on them.
And we don't really have.
Oh, you're done.
I was surprised. I thought that was going to be another phase. Yeah.
And
Thanks.
that was really well done.
Yeah.
And also we don't really have like a specific rhyme or reason. I was really close to like doing a pun and being like crime or reason, but anyways. To like
I'm so glad you did it anyway.
to whether we're like holding down and we're using like those several shots or we're just using like individual shots. There might be certain parts where it is more advantageous to use one or the other, but from my understanding, it's really just vibes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
There's very specific patterns you can get used to. Like sometimes, like for some bosses, I only fire up to like 6 because it's faster for me to do that than to go to max and wait for it to release.
Cool. All right. So, couple things. We are in our final area, minus the incentive. This is area 4. It is inspired by like Chinese architecture. That means that there is not a whole lot left of the run. So if you want to get your donations in for the Rack and Slay incentive, now is your time. Char, would you like to read some of those donations?
I would, and I want to let everyone know that we're only around $730 away from that upgrade, and it does have to happen before Rack and Slay starts, and Rack and Slay is our next run, so please get those donations in. Like this $12 from Mateo, who says the last level of Rez samples the song California Soul by Marlena Shaw. Give it a listen, folks. You'll be glad you did. I know song recommendations coming in from donations. I kind of want to see more of those. If you out there would like to recommend a song, let us know. We also do have a new incentive open for damageless category upgrade in Fear the Spotlight. That will need $1,000 to make that happen. That is coming up not too long after Rack and Slay. So let's make sure we get this 6x speed category upgrade for Rack and Slay first, and then we'll make sure damageless happens as well. We've got plenty cool upgrades for plenty cool runs coming up today.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of song names,
I love the name of
the
this
name
song.
of the song is very good.
Rock is Sponge.
Rock is Sponge.
Rock is Sponge.
Rock is Sponge.
No other explanation.
No explanation. Rock is Sponge. We've been saying it like
We have just
the
kind of
days
saying
coming
it to
up
each
to
other.
it. Yeah, Rock is Sponge. Also, Rez is an on-rails as you can see, this is definitely a segment of the infiltration stage where you could get super overwhelmed by.
Oh yeah.
What are these?
I don't know what it is. Something about them reminds me of those like frog guys from Spy Kids 3, you know? Like I don't know what it is about them. It just that's where my brain goes every time.
I'm sorry to tell you, I've never seen a Spy Kids movie.
I really will need to fix that this week.
Oh my god, please. Oh my gosh. We've been working on culturing crime. We watched High School Musical, and we watched the Elizabeth McGuire movie just a couple weeks ago. So we'll add that to the list. Oh man.
Real quick, I got some new information about that 6x, I cannot say this today, 6x speed category upgrade incentive for Rack and Slay. I have heard from the runner that the game literally says play higher than 4x speed at your own risk.
Ooh.
Because this
I
comes
wanna
with
see
some
it.
funny
Yeah.
physics interactions. It's actually the main speed category for the game. Everything is just so much faster.
Ooh.
I really, really want to see this happen. It's the next run. We have to get this met soon, so only around $700 to go. Less than that, please help out everyone. Get those donations in and assign your donations toward that incentive when you donate.
I love the way Twitch chat comes together. So if we could continue that ball rolling, we've been doing amazing today. Wing.
Would you like some more donations?
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. We have $25 from Menace Man. No comment there, but thank you so much. Much appreciated. And we have $25 from Adorabibble. Less than 3. I know. I love all the comments people send in. I love people who donate without the comments. It turns out I just like donations from Malala Fund.
Shocking.
I know. No one could have guessed this. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated. If you haven't donated yet, you would like to, !donate in the chat or go to gamesoquick.com/donate.
Yay.
We got Orb back.
Yeah, that was really scary for a second
Yeah.
there, but we got it back.
And we have these little bats.
Yeah, they kind of look like bats.
Yeah.
They fire 4 projectiles.
Yeah.
Ooh, all 4 of them at once was really scary there, but we made it through.
Yay. This is my favorite kind of commentary where I'm kind of just like interpreting what I'm looking at. There's no right or wrong answer. I mean, there probably is, but it's all vibes.
Yeah, so those shields are kind of a pain in the butt, and Crime is making them nothing at all. But basically, you
As
shoot
per
one side of
usual.
them so they don't close in front of you.
Yeah, so there's like 1 target on one side and then 3 on the other. So if you hit the one that has the 1 target, it'll take the entire shield out without needing to get both sides of it.
We haven't mentioned this, but of course, like as we are going through each layer, our top priority is hitting the password protector to open up the network opening to let us into the next layer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a gamble between whether you want to like get rid of the target that's really close to hitting you or going for the password protector while it's like super close and accessible before it like goes away.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really talk about how you speed run an on-rails game, huh?
You know.
Yeah, so hitting that password protector faster gets you through levels faster. Killing bosses faster, obviously,
Yeah.
skips phases. Mega.
I got Mega.
All right,
Ooh.
that's
Okay.
actually
Oh, fingers crossed. Okay.
Yeah.
easier version of the boss.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
So this is Uranus. We're going to destroy our final planet, except it's not really planet looking. Not really also a food allegory either.
No, it just kind of turns
You'll
into
see.
a guy for a
Yeah,
little
it's a-
bit.
yeah.
I don't know. Definitely not a food.
Right. So these cubes, like we definitely want to hit them, but they don't necessarily do damage. But we are concerned about the missiles that occasionally get shot out.
Yeah. There we go. So we're targeting this UFO that's flying around in the middle of the swarm, basically. Okay.
All right, on to our next phase.
I think the level design is really interesting here because these all look like positional obstacles, but you don't have control over your position,
Yeah.
so you just kind of fly around them.
Right. And if we like have not gushed about Crime's like skill and amazingness and everything thus far,
Yeah.
there when it comes to this game, there is no like checkpoints or anything like that. Like if Crime did end up losing any of these fights or layers for that matter, we do have to start from the beginning of the level. So Uranus is a little scary.
Yeah, especially near the end.
Yeah, but
you don't
you're
clear
really
it,
nailing
yeah.
it so
Yeah.
far. So, all right, and there he is. We're chasing him first.
We're also chasing that incentive, $436 out of $1,000.
Yay!
Keep that momentum coming, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and now they're not very obvious, but there are some like little hallways that you can go through. They're kind of nice for like safety reasons, like if you need, honestly, like a second to breathe, or every once in a while there might be some health pickups in those hallways as well. But honestly, we don't really need it right now. Crime is actually killing it. I cannot believe that you're getting rid of this boss so fast.
I know.
Ooh.
Gaming.
Gaming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's the other difficult thing too is the way that like you go from like chasing to being chased.
Ooh, slam, body slam.
Yeah, we are getting body slammed now, as you do in the network.
And was that an overdrive? Yeah.
I used an overdrive just to be safe.
Ooh, we are so close.
I think I still might get switched here. Oh no, we're okay.
Yay, okay.
It's very difficult to move the camera back and forth because it's a bit slow. So when it starts moving behind you, it kind of gets complicated to follow. There we go. The time will be in as soon as it pops up on the left side that it's done, and time is now.
Woo! Great job, Crime GGs.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That was clean.
That was very clean.
Very
I'm
clean.
super happy with that run. Oh my goodness. But it's not over because we have an incentive to play through. The baby.
So excited for the baby.
Okay, so we're going to go to Beyond mode here. And I'm going
so
to
excited.
turn on the final form.
Final form is baby.
Let me just double check I got that. Okay, cool. And then we're going to go into Beyond mode and Lost Area.
Before we jump in, I would just want to say less than $400 to the incentive. We are so close to meeting that. I really want to see that happen before we get to the end of this baby section. I don't know what else to call it. It's called Lost Area. Lost Area is the actual name.
Yes.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Come on, everyone.
So time will start once we get control of the player character again, like previous. So let's go in here. And time will start in, I'm going to estimate this. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry.
Thank you, Tech.
Yeah, thank you, Tech.
It would be really cool if we could pop off for our friends Cell and Satan while we're here. So please, let's keep this incentive going. Anyways, we're baby.
We're baby.
We're baby. It kind of reminds me of like when you go to like those gift shops and they have the little like tiny like animals and things, and then you go and there's just like a bucket full of babies that are like 50 cents each. So you grab like a massive handful. I wish I had them. Like.
Is it really a sci-fi game if you don't have a visual metaphor for a baby?
Absolutely. And the baby is the final form. That's my favorite part. We have returned to baby.
We returned to baby. So I have to be really careful here because I'm going to try to keep this baby form the entire way, but there are some tricky parts, and if you level down, actually, you know what?
The whale on the right, the whale on the right, the
whale on the right. I think it's still, okay, hold on.
Okay.
This is the tricky part. It's like, this is the hardest part for me. I don't know why. Oh, there, right there. Okay, so be careful about this one. Careful about this.
Oh,
No!
No!
We dropped the baby off. Bye, baby.
Baby had to go
Bye,
sleep.
baby.
It's fine. We're orb again, though.
Yeah.
We are orb.
I know chat loves orb and orb emotes, so if we could like watch this back and see a ton of orb emotes, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us take our baby to daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot level up again into baby. We're stuck as orb.
But you can actually, if you want to play this game on your own, the area we didn't do, Area 5, allows you to upgrade to baby form.
It's basically like a boss rush. It's incredibly difficult if the rest of the game wasn't already difficult. But yeah, highly recommend this game or Infinite if you're looking for a newer gen version of this game.
I cannot stress enough how pretty Infinite is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Something else we have coming up later is Rack and Slay. Just gonna slide that in there again. Only around $300 to go. That has been moving, and people are donating to cheer us on. Thank you so much. $20 from Buzzy Boo, who says, "Let's go incentive." We have $15 from Ariel, who says, "Let's get that Rack and Slay incentive." And we have $25 from Mouse Benny, who says, "Speed that game up. Let the wild times happen." Thank you so much to all of you. Getting closer, but we're also getting closer to the end of this incentive. So please get those donations in right now and apply them to that incentive. Do you have time for more donations?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Awesome. We also have $10 from Izzy, who says, shout out to my wonderful friend Sky. I was so proud to see you up on the couch for such a cool run, and I feel so lucky to call myself your friend. Hoping to tune in for more of this wonderful event and to attend way more GDQs with you in the future, less than 3.
Aww.
Thanks, Izzy. Love you.
What do we say? 2 more, maybe?
Sure.
You got it. We have $50 from Teffy42, who has the cute little smiley face with the little carrots and the little line. Can you picture it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like this.
Yeah.
For those of us who I'm like visually turning and trying to show the couch. Getting used to this in studio thing.
No.
It's very, very fun. Oh no.
Bye,
One
Orb.
step away from
Bye,
Silver
Orb.
Angela.
Hi,
It's
chat
okay.
mods.
We also have $10 from
that was
Anonymous
scary.
No Comment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to every anonymous donor.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And the no comments, and we're so incredibly grateful. Thank you so much for letting us come here and do what we do to raise money. A small part of me wants me to ask you to take a hit so I can see Angela just one last time.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna make it happen just because I don't want to chance it, but
We are approaching the end of this as well. We are getting there. Nice little fade out.
there we go.
Unlike the other levels, this level does not have a boss.
Yeah,
it
there's
just
no boss
ends
at
after
this
10.
The music's so gorgeous. In
Yeah,
this area,
I really love it.
It's so nice.
I do like the way, and this is the intention of the game, is to have a bit of like a call and response to the way that the music evolves, where they add like another layer to the track, and then they kind of like give you a second to just kind of like experience it and like feel it before you actually like get into the gameplay. I really like that.
You know who won't have time if we meet this category upgrade? The Rocket Slayer runners, because if we get to 6x speed, there is no room in there, and they're going to have to react really quickly to everything happening. Please, again, get those donations in. Only around $300 to go, but it's the next run. We have to make this happen so soon.
We are already. Did we go to layer 9? I looked away. I looked at Char.
I think it's still
Oh, we got
eight.
Silver
I-
Angela.
Oh,
There we go.
Yay.
Just for you, Couch.
My queen, thank you so much. If Angela has no fans, then I'm dead, honestly. There's just something about her.
We're into the final layer here.
Yay.
This one gets
Alright.
kind of tricky. Yep. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Scary.
Everything happens so much.
Uh-huh.
Is really
Yeah,
how we can summarize this.
This game gets so overwhelming so fast. It's really something.
Yeah, you have to be really like smart about the way that you tackle the different enemies and everything too, because you can find yourself very easily overwhelmed.
Yeah, like this, for example,
Yeah.
is very scary. Cool. No, don't do that to me.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It's a close one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think, okay, there's only a few more enemies here.
We are wrapping up, chat.
And time.
There we go.
Here, we get to see Angela run really fast.
Oh, yes.
I'm so happy.
But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for donating. Please check out this game if you get a chance. It's really cool, especially if you have VR. Like, definitely pick up Res Infinite and try it out. Very, very awesome game. I've been Metroid Crime. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Metroid Crime. I speedrun this. I speedrun a whole bunch of different games and play variety games, stream on Twitch during the week. And I want to shout out Frame Fatales. Thanks so much for having me here as just in the event in general. Shout outs to everyone in the Discord and community. Also shout outs to my community, the MCU, not that MCU. And also shout out to Lady Arcaders. Thank you all so much. How about y'all? Oh, of course. Also, thank you to my couch for being here. Y'all
no
were
problem.
lovely.
Welcome.
Thank you.
If you'd like to give
Yeah,
me a
Sky,
shout
go first.
Oh, no. Thank you, Crime, for having us. I am Sky, occasionally known as Cheeseypi, twitch.tv/Cheeseypi. I stream extremely occasionally. Shout out to Fatale's studio volunteering. I'm so happy to have been here the last few events. It's been such a great experience. Volunteer for Fatales if you can. Yeah.
Hey, I've been Lazlo. I do not stream, but theoretically, if I were to stream, it would be at Lazlotus, Lazlo_ on Twitter. I wanted to give one quick shout out to Indie Villain. Thank you for transcribing the notes for us so that we could be a part of it.
Yes.
Thank you, Indy.
Thank you so much, Fatales, for having us. Like, my first volunteer was back in Frost, and it literally has just been life-changing. So thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and donating. Thank you to everybody else in the studio. I'm so excited to see some of your runs and the rest of your work this week. I think that's really it. I'm just so incredibly grateful. Go Malala Fund.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.